How do you deal with allergy symptoms in Japan? Maybe you've got hay fever and that runny nose just won't stop. But don't worry, the selection of OTC allergy medicine in Japan is actually incredible. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jun, a licensed pharmacist from Japan. On this channel, I share basic information and introduce healthcare products you can find in Japan. And just quick reminder, please make sure to check the disclaimer before we start. Alright, here is what we are going to cover today. First, how do allergies actually happen? Second, what exactly is hay fever? And finally, we'll look at the key ingredients and products used here in Japan. Let's quickly see how allergic reactions happen. Think of it like a false alarm in your body's security system. Step 1. An allergen enters your body. This could be pollen, milk, or dust. Step 2. Your body thinks it's an enemy and prepares weapons called antibodies. These attach to special cells called mast cells, waiting for the signal. Step 3. Fire. The mast cells release chemicals, mainly one called histamine. This histamine is a real troublemaker. It causes inflammation and makes you sneeze or feel itchy. When we block histamine, the substance that causes this inflammation, we can reduce these allergy symptoms. This is exactly what antihistamine medicines do. They are effective for allergic rhinitis, such as allergies to house dust and pollen, and also for other conditions like urticaria, hives. Alright, this is how allergic reactions happens. Now here's a brief side note about Japan's and hay fever. In Japan, pollen allergies or hay fever are extremely common, especially in the spring. The main culprits are cedar and cypress trees. They release huge amounts of pollen, causing sneezing, runny nose, and itchy eyes. Here is a scary fact. Even if you are from another country, you can develop hay fever after living in Japan for a while. So, if you see many people wearing masks in March or April, this is the reason. In Japan, hay fever is so common that it is considered a national disease. It has even become a serious social issue. For this reason, there are tons of medicines and products for hay fever in Japan. Because of hay fever, many people feel really down during the season from February to April. Okay, let's look at what is actually inside these medicines. Think of it like a defense team. Your main defense is the antihistamine. You might recognize names fexofenadine or loratadine. Their job is to block the histamine and stop the itching and runny nose. But sometimes you need backup. That's where the supportive ingredients, they help with things like nasal congestion and sneezing to give you total relief. If we put it into a diagram, it looks like this. The antihistamine acts as your main defense, then other ingredients come in to support that main action. Okay, now let's dive into the key ingredients. First, we have the global stars hexokinadine or loratadine. You probably know them as Allegra or Claritin. These are popular because they're less likely to make you sleepy. Next is cetirizine, often known as Zyrtec. It acts fast and is very strong, but be careful, it may cause some drowsiness. And finally, watch out for the old school type D-chlorpheniramine. It works well, but it causes significant drowsiness. Medicines work differently for everyone, so finding the perfect one might take a little trial and error. Even among locals, everyone has their own go-to medicine. It's like, I use this one, or no, I prefer this one. You see, hay fever is basically a national disease in Japan. That is why the variety of products is so huge. And actually, the ingredients I just showed you are not the only ones. There are plenty of others out there too. Okay, from here, let's dive into the specific product introductions. First up, on our list is the famous Allegra FX. It's a huge hit in Japan, and you often see the commercials on TV. It is excellent for stopping sneeze and runny noses caused by pollen or house dust. The big plus here is that it is less likely to make you sleepy, so it shouldn't mess with your concentration or your work. Just take it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Please check the precautions here, and here is also additional information. Allegra FX Junior is also available for children ages 7 to 14. So that was the explanation for Allegra FX. Next one is another global favorite, Claritin EX. This one contains loratadine. Like Allegra, it is excellent for pollen and house dust allergies and is less likely to make you sleepy. But the biggest difference here is the dosage. You only need to take it once a day. So if you are busy or tend to forget your evening dose, it might be the better choice for you. Also, a quick pro tip. It works best if you start taking it early while your symptoms are still mild. And that is Claritin EX. Okay, number 3 is Alegion 20. It uses the ingredient epinephrine. You take this once a day, right before bedtime. So it works while you sleep and you wake up feeling clear and ready for the day. But here is some slightly tricky point. Although the package claims it is less likely to cause drowsiness, the safety label says, do not drive. So even if you feel fine, please follow the rules and avoid driving. Please take other precautions. So that was the explanation for Alegion 20. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is Stona Rini Z Gel. This one uses cetyridine. If you know the brand Zyrtec, this is basically the same thing. The cool thing here is that it's a liquid-filled capsule. It dissolves quickly in your stomach. Just take it once a day before bedtime. But remember, just like the last one, no driving is allowed. By the way, Contact Z is another popular choice with the exact same ingredient. Now let's look at Stona Rini S. The tablet has 2 layers. This is actually really smart. The outer layer dissolves fast for immediate relief. Then the inner core dissolves slowly to take working for a long time. It uses the powerful old-school ingredient chlorpheniramine. It is amazing for stopping severe runny noses, but be careful because it is an older type. It causes drowsiness. So please absolutely no driving after taking this. Next, we have a member of the super famous Pabron series. This is Pabron Rhinitis Capsules S-alpha. It is designed for immediate relief. See those little granules inside? Some dissolves fast and some dissolves slow. This keeps it works for a long time. However, this is a powerful mix. It contains pseudoephedrine to clear stuffy noses and a first generation antihistamine. It works wonders, but it often causes dry mouth and strong drowsiness. So naturally, do not drive after taking this. Also check warning and precautions here. Okay, this is the explanation of Pabron Rhinitis Capsule S-alpha. There are another products like this, but I will not go into detail here. Okay, for the next one, we are stepping into advanced territory. This is Kampo Medicine. In this case, it is called Shosei-ryuto. Kampo medicines are made from natural ingredients like herbs and roots. You can see some listed here: ephedral herb, peony roots, and cinnamon, and more. This specific one is good for people with a watery cough and a runny nose due to hay fever. However, it is not for everyone. As the warnings say, please consult a doctor if you are physically frail or have a weak stomach. Kampo is great, but it's the best to be careful and choose the right one for your body type. Alright, that was Kampo Medicine Shosei-ryuto. There are actually many other Kampo products available for allergies. For the full list and more details, please check out the book. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about nasal sprays. This one is Nasal Alpha AL. The key difference here is that it is a steroid nasal spray. It uses the ingredient beclomethasone. Since you spray it directly into your nose, it is excellent at reducing inflammation right where you need it. It is great for stuffy noses and runny noses caused by pollen. Normally, you use it twice a day, morning and evening, but here is the most important rules. Do not use for more than 3 months in a year. Steroids are powerful, so you must follow the time limit. Alright, that was the explanation of Nasal Alpha AL 0.1%. And the last one on our list is Nasvin M Spray. This is another nasal spray, but it works in different way. It contains an adrenergic agent called oxymetazoline. The best things about this is that it works immediately. It shrinks the swollen blood vessels in your nose, improving airflow right away. But there is one thing, big warning you must follow. Do not use this continuously for more than 1 week. If you use it too much, it can actually damage your nose. So please use it wisely. Okay, this was the Nasvin M Spray. So to wrap up things up, as you have seen today, Japan has an incredibly rich selection of allergy products. That is because hay fever is basically a national disease here. We looked at the wide range of antihistamines. Some are designed not to make you sleepy, while others will make you drowsy. But remember, drowsiness often means it is a stronger medicine, so it is not necessary to bad things if your symptoms are severe. Also, everyone reacts differently. My impression is that side effects like sleepiness and how well the medicine works vary a lot from person to person. So I recommend trying a few different ones and find your own personal go-to product, just like the locals do here in Japan. Okay, let's end it here for today. See you in the next episode. お疲れ様でした。